This is part 2 on the MS-20 where I'm going to go over the envelopes. So, starting on envelope generator 1, we have delay time, attack time, and release time. The easiest way to think of envelope generator 1 is just look at it as an ADSR envelope with full sustain. Since it's at full sustain, the decay parameter doesn't matter, so it doesn't have either of those knobs. Envelope generator 1 is hard patched into pitch of both oscillators by default, and it's the intensity of which is controlled by this knob. But the intensity parameter on the MS-20 is really interesting because it doesn't function the way that you would expect. If I press a key and move this knob, since we're at full sustain, you would expect to hear an increase in pitch. But what this knob is actually doing is it's lowering the start position of the envelope instead of increasing the sustain position of the envelope. So if I have the attack time up, and then I increase this envelope generator parameter, it's going to have the start position start lower and lower. And then it'll increase the pitch at the rate of the attack time. Of course, ending on the C note that we press. So you're only changing the starting frequency of the envelope, and then it's just behaving like a normal envelope. The delay time is simply delaying the amount of time that the envelope starts. So when I do a note on, actually, do I have the, nope. So you can hear it hovered at the starting frequency, and then it ran through the attack phase. So that's it for envelope generator 1. Moving on to envelope generator 2. We have a regular ADSR with hold time this time. So I'm going to go to the patch panel real fast and just do the reverse out. So that essentially disables the attack time. Not going to go into details right now because that's for the patch panel video, but I'm making that patch to help illustrate what's happening with the envelope generator 2 effect on the low pass filter. So again, it's hard patched. Envelope generator 2 is hard patched into the low pass and high pass filter frequency. And if I increase the time, and I believe I did give it, nope, didn't give it any attack. Again, note on is ending at the frequency that we have set by the cutoff parameter. But if I have some attack, then this is lowering the start position of the filter. So if I have it lower, you can hear it opening up. And actually, let me give it some resonance. And if I increase the intensity, it's starting this knob at a lower position and then opening the filter up via the attack phase. And the same thing works for the high pass filter. So the high pass filter will be lowered or will open from the intensity. So if we do that, so we're ending at the frequency we have it set on if we're at full sustain. Okay. Last, we have the hold parameter on envelope generator 2. All this is doing is it's holding the note down for an amount of time specified by this knob after a note off event occurs. So if I have the hold up and I'm at full sustain, I just simply flick a key. It'll actually act as if it's still holding the key after I release it. And it ran through the attack phase, just like you would expect if I had just continuously held the key down. If I have no attack, full sustain, and then I hit a note and again just flick it, it's just resting at the sustain level, and then once this time has run through, it just ends because there's no release. But if there were a release, and then I flick a note, then we hear the regular release phase go through as if this thing has stopped holding the note once its time has run out. So that's it for envelopes for the envelopes. Next video is going to be on the external modulation section. It's really straightforward, as well as the mixer. Then the video after that is going to attempt to tackle the patch panel. I'm definitely going to have to do the patch panel in multiple segments because, I mean, there's just so much to review here. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.